Welcome back to Who Woke the Bear? And today's bear is Denzel Washington. Do you remember when Will Smith shook the world with the unexpected slap at the Oscars? Absolutely crazy times. No one was sure if it was a stunt or for real. There was a lot of hype and a lot of other celebrities, including Denzel, were involved backstage afterwards. Here's a moment before the Oscars began.
Have you talked to Will?
Not yet.
No, I haven't seen him yet. Tonight, no.
Are you there for him? Because I know he may need you tonight. He may need you, especially
He looked nervous when he walked by. Well, good, he should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of emotions. This is a long time, well, I think a long time coming for him. And it's a lot of emotion. It's probably all welling up in him right now.
That was before the awkward slap. However, there were people on social media that defended Will Smith's actions, saying, good for him. Someone needs to put these comedians in their place. They cannot just joke about anything. Sound wokingly familiar? Well, in this video, we are about to see legendary Denzel Washington was involved before, during, and after Smith's actions. But before we get into it, here's a real quick reminder to you guys that if you are new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button now. Thank you. Will Smith had a pretty emotional moment at the 2022 Oscars. And by emotional, we don't mean a sappy, sentimental moment, but rather an awkward and violent one. Here's that moment.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
It sure was, Chris. Almost 3 years to this day, and yet people still can't decide who was right. While some believe that Will overreacted, some think that Chris should have never joked about their personal affairs. But he didn't, right? It was a G.I. Jane joke. Did we miss something? Was there history behind Chris joking about Jada prior to this event? We will circle back round to those facts later. For now, you have to admit, Chris Rock's self-control is definitely impressive, and I'm convinced that everyone thought Will was joking until he started yelling obscenities. However, the way Chris remained professional and kept the show going definitely deserves applause. Unfortunately, you can clearly see Chris is rattled as he fumbles some of his lines. But who wouldn't in that situation?
Okay. So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for Best Documentary. Now, the beauty of documentaries, because they make you, when you watch one, you feel smart. Like you watched like you read a book or something. But all you really did was get high and watch Netflix. So here we go. Here we go. The documentaries, the nominees are, let's just go to the nominees.
Yeah, we cannot ignore the damage that was done. Although Will did let his emotions take over, it's a good thing he had people who consoled him without judging him. And among those people, there was Denzel Washington, as we can see here down by the stage. We can also see Bradley Cooper console Will Smith, who can be seen wiping his tears. Denzel, Tyler Perry, and Bradley Cooper are some real good friends because they did not hesitate for a single moment before comforting Smith, despite knowing that they could also be a target of social media hatred. Here's Will's acceptance speech acknowledging Denzel's wise words.
Now, I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
We all know how the meme pages were targeting Will Smith after the 2022 Oscars, even after his apology, but at least Denzel seemed to have his back. At the 2022 International Leadership Summit, Denzel was asked about the Will Smith incident. Here are Denzel's views of why things happened that night at the Oscars.
You just came back from the Oscars, and congratulations, and hats off and kudos and all of that. But I got to ask you right now, Pastor Washington, you stepped in the middle of World War III. We were looking at Ukraine, and it happened on the Oscars when Will, who I love, smacked Chris, who I love. You came in as a senior statesman into that situation. Don't let me tell you about it. You tell me, what happened? What happened? What happened? To these icons, these legends got into a fight in front of the world. What happened? No, it wasn't a fight. It was just one person slapping the taste out of the other one's mouth.
Well, there's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait a minute, I'm not done now. You know, the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. Hey, he's my favorite. Don't bother him.
Yeah.
Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. And for whatever reason, the devil got a hold of him, that circumstance, that night. And fortunately, there were people there, not just me, but others in the gap. Tyler Perry came right immediately, right over there with me, and some prayers, you know, keep it. I don't want to say what we talked about, but there but for the grace of God, go any of us.
Yeah.
You know, who are we to condemn? You know, I don't know all the ins and outs of the situation, but I know the only solution was prayer. The way I saw it,
So Denzel did not condemn Chris for the joke, nor did he really condemn Will for the slap. He acknowledged that emotions were high and things got out of control. And as Denzel preaches, the devil does come at our highest moments. Will Smith acknowledged his mistakes sometime later and publicly apologized.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
Denzel Washington has some great life advice that is applicable to the incident.
Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. First, you will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I prayed. I prayed. And I prayed. But I continued to fail and fail and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, You hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
So the life lesson to Will Smith is to keep moving forward with humility. Time will heal. Chris may one day forgive you. Even Chris heard Denzel's consolation. But as of now, Chris is really not ready yet, as he went to town in this Netflix stand-up 1 year after the incident, pretty much getting his revenge on Will Smith. Hell hath no fury like a comedian's scorn. Listen to Chris's rebuttal.
It happened. I got smacked like a year ago. Fucking last week, I got smacked in the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. I got summertime ringing in my ears. It's never gonna happen. No. Fuck that shit. I took that hit like Pacquiao, motherfucker. What the fuck, man? But Will Smith practices selective outrage. Practices selective outrage. Because everybody knows what the fuck happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't have any entanglements. I did not have any entanglement. And then for people that don't know, and everybody know, his wife was fucking her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel? Why the fuck would you do that shit? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay?
And those are some of the facts that led to that awkward night. And here's another legend, Eddie Murphy, giving some very valuable advice.
Mind your business and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth!
It's fair to say no matter how much intervention is made by the likes of Wise Denzel, Bradley Cooper, Tyler Perry, and other celebrities, the damage has been done and time will either heal or we may see some more drama in the future. And that's all from our side. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for future videos. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Join us next time to see who's going to be the bear. See you in the next video.